Peace, y'all. What's good? What's good? Um, this is Rise Above TV, and I was watching this video of Joe Budden, um, basically confronting Adam22, and they was having this whole debate on Joe Budden's show about how white folks, how they're like capitalizing off black trauma and shit like that. And it was like Adam was making really good points, and so was Joe Budden and the rest of the people on the show. But what bothered me was that the lack of sentiment and morality when it comes to Adam, Vlad, whoever. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's kind of hard to say, because it's like, can you really blame them? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we talk about them being white and this and that, but you have to accept that they think a certain way, and they're not going to be able to see things from our perspective. You know what I'm saying? So if all they see is an opportunity, then that's literally all they see, dog. Like, they're not going to be able to relate. They won't. It's not even that they can't relate, because they can if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Because they listen to our music, they do all this stuff that involves us and stuff, but they don't really try to empathize with us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Is that it's just like any other white person that talks about, that listens to our music, that tries to imitate and imitate our culture and shit like that, and become culture vultures and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how they become culture vultures, is because they have no connection really to our culture. They're just eating off it, and that's what they were talking about. You know what I'm saying? Just how how they're monetizing off of that shit. And what I feel like is that Adam and Vlad and whoever, they just try not to, they don't want to admit it, because what does it look like? What do they look like admitting that shit? You know what I'm saying? Because it may not be their intention to do anything diabolic or nothing like that, or sinister or whatever, but they're not going to admit that, yeah, that does seem, kind of sinister, even if you didn't intend to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what he's doing really is he's validating it. He's coming up with reasons and shit to validate his actions and shit, and it's working, because it's like it's making sense. But at the same time, I see through that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know white people want a capital. They don't really want to be a part of this shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't really want to go through what we go through, or experience what we go through, or feel how we feel, and really understand us so that they can help us, or do whatever they can to. No, they don't. They just want to eat off our shit and be entertained and feed off of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reality of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what Adam was pretty much saying is pretty much like on some capitalist shit. Like, this is how the system works. This is how the algorithm works and shit like that. So even if it offends people, even if people are uncomfortable with that, or it seems like, you know what I'm saying, I don't have good intentions with what I'm doing. As long as it works, it doesn't matter. So that's where a lot of people are coming from with that shit. But yeah, man, like, I've been seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. Like, Vlad and all them, like, they be like, Vlad is a weirdo. Like, I'm just saying that, like, I don't fuck with Vlad, bro. He be coming off too suspect, bro. Like, just the way he be talking and shit be sus, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dead ass. Now Adam, I just think he a little he a little off too. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, bro. I don't trust none of their intentions, bro. They can try to make it seem like they care, or because, oh, the person died, like, yeah, we really gotta get the content out to the people so that they can be happy and satisfied. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though we're not paying any homage or doing nothing, really, that's you know what I'm saying, putting these men in a good light or showing any reverence. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of bullshit. So I just wanted to talk about that because I was just like, damn, like this is something I've been thinking about, and I seen Joe Budden talking about that shit, and he was right on point with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as a culture, hip hop culture or whatever, because you know I consider myself a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on hip hop. Like my life is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I I respect hip hop in general, you know what I'm saying? Drill music, real hip hop music, you know what I'm saying? Old school, new school, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like it's just like the labels, and they were saying that on the show too. It's just like the mentality of the labels and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Capitalizing off our ignorance, really, you know? And until we able to face that, there's always going to be some culture vultures, and we're going to keep allowing them to do, you know, stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not with that shit, dog. Like, I feel like we should have our own motherfucking sources, our own outlets, you know what I'm saying? To where we can get the information out the way we want to, and not just, you know, as black people, because there's diabolic black people as well that's capitalists and shit like that. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's like there's some fucked up ass black people too. But it's like we gotta have our own outlets, man, to where we are supporting and making sure our people are good, you know what I'm saying? Like genuinely, you know, because we know how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's our fault, dog. We gotta stop letting these motherfuckers get in a position like academics and shit. Like, we feed into that shit. We don't have to feed into none of that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just like Nori is doing drink champs right now, we can do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so revolutionary and what's so genius about Nori, and why I salute drink champs. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with it. It's amazing. So that's how I feel, man. And I just seen Nori